This is starting to become a normal event. A Republican has submitted a red flag law, and people need to pay attention. Another bill looking to penalize American citizens in order to make the soft ones feel safe. This is Guns and Gadgets, and on this channel I bring you Second Amendment news every single day, no matter where it happens. From litigation to legislation, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, every day brought to you on this channel. All you gotta do is like this video and subscribe to this channel down below, and you'll be in the know. And thank you for subscribing to Guns and Gadgets. This video is brought to us by Delete Me. In today's digital age, so much of our personal information is online. From marriage licenses to birth certificates, driver's licenses to voter registration information, all that and more can be found online. Well, what if we could help control just how available our information is online? That's why I chose Delete Me. Here's how it works. First, you submit your personal information for removal from search engines and data broker sites. Then, the Delete Me experts find and remove your personal information, kicking off the removal process. Once you join Delete Me, you'll receive a detailed Delete Me report within 7 days of submitting your information for removal. What makes Delete Me even better is that they will remove your personal data and information regularly all year long. Plus, Delete Me is the #1 personal data removal tool since 2011. I've joined Delete Me to help remove my information online, and if you're looking to do the same, I recommend you check out Delete Me to help. Head on over to the link in the description and the pinned comment. It's joindeleteme.com/GG20 and enter code GG20 to save 20% and start your journey to deleting your personal information online. A big thanks to Delete Me for helping delete my information. And let's get into this video. So far, 20 states, plus the District of Columbia, have enacted red flag laws, or what I call them, firearm confiscation laws. They're called many things. For instance, they're called Extreme Risk Protection Orders, or ERPOs, in Colorado, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and in the District of Columbia. They're called Extreme Risk Firearm Protection Orders, or ERFPOs, in New Mexico, Extreme Substantial Risk Orders, or SROs, in Virginia, Firearm Restraining Orders, FROs, in Illinois, Gun Violence Protection Orders, or GVPOs, in Hawaii, Gun Violence Restraining Orders, or GVROs, in California, Lethal Violence Protective Orders, LVPOs, in Delaware, Risk Protection Orders in Florida, Risk Warrants in Connecticut, and Proceedings for the Seizure and Retention of a Firearm in Indiana. Regardless of what they're called, they are feel-good attempts to keep people safe by violating the constitutional rights of Americans who have not committed a crime. These laws have the potential to violate at least 3 constitutional rights, in addition to due process and presumption of innocence, based on the prediction they might commit a crime at some point in the future. Yes, potentially take away constitutionally guaranteed rights indefinitely, rights not given to us by the government, I might add. Well, Kentucky Republican Whitney Westerfield thinks Kentucky should join that club. Now, even though Kentucky has a Republican-controlled legislature, they do have a Democrat governor who I'm sure is just salivating for the chance to sign a red flag law after what happened in the Louisville bank incident. Now, Westerfield submitted 2 versions of a red flag law on Friday of last week, which was also the 232nd birthday of the Second Amendment, or Bill of Rights Day. Check that video out above. He is calling it something different. He's not calling it a red flag law, mostly because of the stigma that's now attached to that moniker. But now it's being called, at least his attempt, it's being called CAR, or the Crisis Aversion and Rights Retention. Now, he presented his 2 versions to the Interim Joint Judiciary Committee, And one of those versions would be for someone to initially notify police of a person who is a perceived danger to themselves or others, and a police officer would then contact that individual and give them the option of keeping their gun, but attending a hearing within 2 hours for a judge to determine if there's enough evidence to at least temporarily take that weapon away. Okay. The other option would be for the person to give their guns to police immediately and then have a judicial hearing within a week. Red flag laws have been submitted in Kentucky just about every year since 2019, and following that last mass casualty event, it is gaining support on both sides of the aisle. Kentucky residents need to be pressuring their local state legislators on this, but in no way, shape, or form should we ever take away a constitutionally guaranteed right given to us by our Creator, not by government, inalienable. We should never be taking them away from people because it makes us feel better. Because we might be cowards. We might be afraid. So we must take away everybody else's ability to defend themselves because it makes us sleep better at night. Man, I'm getting sick and tired of this, but 20 states plus DC, and Kentucky wants to become the 21st state in addition to DC, who also wants to become a state. It's insane. People need to pay attention. People, for far too long, we have not been paying attention. We have not been getting involved in the political process because it's corrupt. It's BS. It's terrible, right? But this is what happens when we don't get involved. When we let things just happen, it runs amok. Whether it's on the federal level, the state level, the local level, it happens. It will continue to happen unless good people do good things. Guys and gals, let me know what you think about this. I know red flag laws suck. Pass the word, because if we don't, it will happen to your state next. Like I said, anything related to the Second Amendment, I'm going to bring it to you daily. Guns and Gadgets, all you got to do is subscribe. Thank you for your support. I'll see you on the next one. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Feel-good laws don't stop criminals. They only stop good law-abiding folk from being able to defend themselves from those same criminals. Take care.